Archangel Michael says, I ordered you to open this. Now you have been warned. Someone in your family who has already passed away wants to tell you something. Open quickly. My beloved child, let me speak directly to your heart in this moment. For I am the one who created you. I am the breath in your lungs, the silence that falls around you when you are at rest, and the gentle stir you feel when you sense something beyond the physical realm. I have brought you here with purpose, and I invite you to settle into my love as you read these words. I know you have hesitations, questions, and perhaps even doubts. But let me assure you, you are not alone. In the space between your thoughts, there is an ever-present whisper of divine guidance and comfort. There is a reason your eyes have landed on these words right now. Maybe you were scrolling absent-mindedly, or perhaps you were searching for a message to lift your spirit. Or maybe you felt a tug, a gentle nudge, as though something was calling you forward. That was Archangel Michael, safeguarding your path and preparing you to discover a hidden note meant just for you. In the quiet corners of your being, you've known for some time that someone you've loved dearly has been trying to reach out. Their earthly form might have passed on, but the bond you share cannot be broken by physical transition. Listen carefully, because the love that ties you to them is still alive. Feel that stirring in your chest, that warm glow that starts in your heart and radiates outward through your entire body. Feel it fill you with tenderness, perhaps with tears at the edge of your eyes, but also a peaceful comfort that reminds you there is more to life than what you can see. It's okay to let yourself feel this. It's okay to open the floodgates of emotion, to let the tears come if they must. And to trust that in this moment, your heart is connecting with theirs, no matter how many miles or realms might stand between you. Now, my child, here is what I want you to know about these sacred connections that seem to defy all logic. They are real. They are real because love is more powerful than any earthly boundary, more substantial than any worldly limit. If you have ever questioned whether your loved one still thinks of you, watches over you, or cares about your life as it unfolds, the answer is yes. And let that be a hook that pulls you deeper into my grace, because there are more messages waiting for you if only you are open to receiving them. I see your life from a vantage point you cannot, and so do the angels. They see your struggles, your moments of triumph, and your little daily battles that sometimes feel so overwhelming. They gather around you with compassion. Do you ever sense a gentle breeze when you've asked a question aloud? Or notice a sudden warmth in the room that makes you feel less alone? Do you ever hear an unexpected laugh or your name being whispered just as you drift off to sleep? These can be subtle signals, gentle reminders that the realms beyond the physical are alive and reaching out. Don't ignore that sense of wonder, because wonder is the doorway to revelation. I know you carry burdens in your heart, worries about your future, regrets about your past, or uncertainties about those you love. You may be asking, how can I be sure this is real? You can be sure by noticing how your heart feels in this very moment. Is there a slight tingling in your hands? An inexplicable comfort you cannot quite put into words? That is the resonance of truth. I am speaking to you now as the loving source that formed you. The same one who orchestrates the sunrise and sunset each day with unwavering devotion. And Archangel Michael, my stalwart messenger, stands by, strengthening your shield against doubt, confusion, and darkness. Ensuring that if you choose to listen, you will receive the blessings intended for you here and now. Your loved one wants you to know that all the love you shared remains intact. No conflict or sorrow separates you now. Sometimes, in earthly life, relationships can be complicated, weighed down by unspoken words or regrets that never found a chance to be resolved. But in the realm of spirit, only truth remains, truth and love. So, if you have carried a sense of guilt or worried that you left things unsaid or undone, hear this: you can let that weight go. The soul of the one who has crossed over holds no resentment, no anger, only a pure desire for your peace. The walls that might have existed in the human experience dissolve when we return to spirit, for there is no room for separation where infinite love resides. You can speak your heart now, in the quiet of your own space. Talk to them as if they are there beside you, because in a sense, they are. They can hear your words as vibrations of the heart. If you fear they might not forgive you for something, I want you to know that in my realm, forgiveness is the fundamental language of being. Let that truth sink in: they have already forgiven you. So, the challenge now is for you to forgive yourself. You might be wondering why you needed to see this message so urgently. You might even feel a little startled or uneasy about the notion that someone on the other side is calling out. But fear not, for all of this is happening under my watchful eye, guided by the angels, orchestrated by love. Consider this a holy appointment, a sacred meeting between your spirit and truth. Notice how your heart feels lighter, as though you can breathe more deeply or sense the tension in your shoulders easing. That's your soul's recognition that these words carry the weight of sincerity and compassion. Because right now, I need you to remember that you are never truly alone. Even on the darkest nights, when the world feels harsh and your heart aches with loneliness, my presence, the angels, and the spirits of those who've crossed over remain. They form a tapestry of love around you, a grand design that so often goes unseen in the everyday routine. But if you pause, if you breathe, if you allow your heart to stay open just a little longer, you can perceive them. Think of the little memories that bubble up unexpectedly, a laugh you shared during a holiday celebration, a piece of advice that still resonates, a smell that reminds you of them, a perfume or perhaps a certain dish cooking in the kitchen. These memories are not random. They are gentle taps on your shoulder from a realm that still cherishes you. Each one is a small miracle, a window through which their voice can reach you. Don't dismiss it as your imagination. Yes, sometimes the mind conjures illusions, but more often, your spirit senses truths the mind cannot fully articulate. Let your spirit have a say. Let your spirit guide you through these subtle signals. Now, here's another hook I lay before you. Realize that this message is also for your own journey forward. There are new paths opening for you, but sometimes you hesitate because of fear of the unknown or apprehension about stepping into a bigger version of yourself. You question whether you have the strength, the courage, the ability to walk forward into that next chapter. I am here to tell you that you do. I would not plant a dream or a longing in your heart if I did not also give you the means to fulfill it. The angels rejoice every time you take a step toward that secret desire you've kept hidden, that longing you've entertained in moments of quiet hope. Your loved one who has crossed over wants nothing more than to see you living in alignment with your truest self. They want to see you radiant, unburdened, flourishing in every sense, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Their message to you is one of encouragement. Take the risk, have the conversation, sign up for that class you've been thinking about, open your heart to new relationships, or dare to pour your creativity into the world. Don't wait for perfect conditions, because sometimes the very act of stepping forward creates the conditions you need. I also want to assure you that it's normal to feel uneasy about receiving messages like this. The unseen can be both fascinating and intimidating, but you need not figure everything out at once. Just keep your heart open and pay attention to the small steps, the little inklings that pop into your mind. A sudden idea to call a friend, a strong desire to visit a particular place, or an intuitive sense that you should read a certain book. These can be divine breadcrumbs guiding you gently in the direction of your highest good. And if at any point you feel lost, simply pause and breathe my name. A simple, heartfelt prayer or even a silent plea for guidance opens a channel more powerful than you can imagine. In that channel, you'll find me, you'll find the angels, and you'll find the comforting presence of those who have gone before you, all conspiring to bring you peace and clarity. Yes, my child, you might still have questions about how this all works, about why the timing of this message is as it is, or about what to do with the emotions swirling in your heart. My advice is to honor them. Emotions are part of your divine design. They allow you to experience the richness of earthly life and the profound connections that go beyond it. If you need to cry, let the tears be a release. If you need to sit quietly and let the love flow through you, give yourself that gift of stillness. Do not bury these feelings, for they are signals that your spirit is alive and responding to truth. As you move forward, keep your mind and heart aware of the signs that might appear around you, repeating numbers, a certain song playing at an odd moment, or the image of a feather in a place you wouldn't expect. These signs can be gentle winks, ways in which the angelic realm and your departed loved ones say, "We see you. We are with you." In this grand tapestry, your life is a thread woven with purpose and color all its own. I never intended you to carry your burdens alone. I placed angels at your side and imbued you with a spark of my own essence so that you might shine even when life casts shadows. Consider this a personal invitation to lean into that light, to feel its warmth, and to trust that it can guide you through every trial, every triumph, and every chapter in between. Let each new sunrise remind you that you are part of a story bigger than you can comprehend. And yet, that story would be incomplete without your unique voice, your unique struggles, and your unique victories. You may be thinking, but how do I honor this loved one's presence now that I've heard their message? First and foremost, remember them with love and gratitude. If there were painful memories, release them into my hands. If there were joyful memories, celebrate them by living your life with that same spark of joy they brought to you. Perhaps create a small ritual. Light a candle, say a prayer, or write them a letter expressing all the things you've wanted to say. Let yourself feel their proximity. Understand that death is not an ending but a transformation of how a soul continues to exist. And yes, keep your eyes open for dreams where they might visit you, because in that dreamscape, it's often easier for spirits to communicate with those still on earth. This moment is sacred, and you have approached it with courage and an open heart. I see you. I love you. And I celebrate the resilience you have within you. Let every beat of your heart now pulse with a renewed sense of hope, knowing that you are guided, loved, and eternally connected to me. Let every breath you take remind you that life is a gift, and that your purpose unfolds step by step, choice by choice. And let every morning greet you with the realization that your story is far from over. It has only just begun to blossom into the fullness I have always imagined for you. So, keep reading my messages. Keep listening when angels speak. And keep opening your heart when that familiar, loving presence from the other side tries to reach you. There are layers to this journey, and each layer reveals a deeper truth about who you are and what you are capable of. Take courage in that knowledge, beloved one. The warnings and the urgencies are never meant to scare you, they are meant to awaken you. And in that awakening, you will find my hand gently guiding you forward, Archangel Michael protecting you from harm, and your loved one's spirit cheering you on with a love so pure it echoes my own. Keep going. Keep trusting. The best chapters of your story are yet to be written, and you do not walk this path alone. If doubt or questions rise, trust this: you are not alone in the space between your thoughts. There exists a constant, gentle whisper of guidance and comfort, a signal that you are seen, cared for, and protected. You landed on these words for a reason, perhaps drawn by a quiet tug, a small nudge, or a sense that you are being invited deeper. Consider this a hidden note meant especially for you, a doorway open just for your heart. The love you share with someone who has crossed over remains intact. Physical separation does not diminish the bond. If you have wondered whether they still think of you, watch over you, or care about your life, the answer is yes. Let this truth pull you deeper into grace, because more messages await those who remain open. I and the angels stand nearby, surrounding you with compassion as you face the ordinary and the overwhelming. Do you notice a fleeting breeze when you ask a question, a warmth in the room, a soft laugh, or the sound of your name whispered as you drift toward sleep? These are subtle signs. Whispers from realms beyond the visible. Do not dismiss them as imagination. Wonder is the doorway to revelation. You carry burdens in your heart, fears for the future, regrets from the past, concerns for those you love. How can you know this is real? Look at how your heart responds in the moment, a light tingling, a sense of warmth, a profound sense of truth. That resonance is the truth you are being shown by the one who created you and by the divine guardians who stand with you. Archangel Michael stands as your shield against doubt, confusion, and darkness. If you listen, you will receive the blessing intended for you here and now. Your beloved is not your only guide, your own inner wisdom, the angels, and the presence of those who have crossed over form a tapestry that holds and lights you. Your loved one wants you to know that love remains, and any misunderstandings or conflicts in life's material realm do not persist beyond death. There is nothing but truth and a longing for your peace in the beyond. If there were words left unsaid or guilt carried in your heart, hear this: they forgive you, and the true burden is for you to forgive yourself. Boundaries dissolve when we return to spirit, where there is no room for resentment, only love. Why this message now? You may feel startled or uneasy at the notion of a call from the other side, yet all of this unfolds under a divine watch. Treat it as a holy appointment. An invitation to rest in truth, breathe, and open to what your heart already knows. When you pause, you may notice signs, repeating numbers, a favorite song at just the right moment, or a feather appearing in an unlikely place. These are gentle nudges that you are seen and guided. If emotions surge, honor them. Emotions are part of your divine design. They let you experience life's depth and your soul's truth. If you need to cry, let tears flow. If you need quiet, give yourself space to listen. The small signals, the impulsive idea to call a friend, a sudden impulse to visit a place, a book that begs to be read, are breadcrumbs laid by the divine to guide you toward your highest good. When you feel lost, simply pause and breathe, and call upon me with a prayer or a hopeful breath, and you will feel a channel open to guidance, comfort, and clarity. There may be questions about the mechanics of this connection or the timing, but an honest heart already knows the path to truth. Listen to your feelings, notice the signs, and act with integrity. Emotions are gifts that keep you connected to life's deeper currents, not obstacles to be shamed. If you must, allow yourself to cry, to rest, to process. Let your mind align with your heart and your actions become a reflection of your true self. What should you do now to honor the presence and love of your departed family member? Begin with gratitude and remembrance. If there were pain or regrets, release them into my hands. Celebrate the memories by living with the same light and joy they brought you. You might set a small ritual, a candle, a letter, a quiet prayer, to acknowledge them and invite their presence to speak to you in dreams, where it is often easiest for souls to communicate with the living. This moment is sacred, and you have approached it with courage and openness. You are seen, you are loved, and you are held by the angels and by the beloved souls who crossed before you. Let every breath remind you that life is a gift and your purpose unfolds step by step, choice by choice. Let the dawn remind you that your story is still being written, and you have a powerful voice, a radiant spirit, and a future that awaits your fearless, authentic self. Keep listening for messages, keep inviting the angels to speak, and keep your heart open to the beloved presence from the other side trying to reach you. There are layers to this journey, and with each layer comes a deeper truth about who you are and what you are capable of. The warnings, the urgencies, the encouragements, they are not meant to frighten you but to awaken you. Archangel Michael envelopes you in protection as your loved one's spirit cheers you on. The best chapters of your story are still to come, and you do not walk this path alone. You are guided, loved, and eternally connected to the divine light that created you.